Oh God.
Hey, we're at school. Oh wait,
I won't make eye
can't do
contact.
that.
Eye contact.
You gotta get yours too.
Yes. You should do it now. I didn't think it was gonna catch it.
She might be in one of the computer rooms of the library. We're going to Colossal tonight.
Fun.
The comic book shop.
I look so enthused.
I want to play Bang again. Bang was funny. It's like a Western game where they give you cards and they tell you. I wish Tony was something that reads the bathroom. You know how I said that? Yeah. Oh wait, I can't say.
Well,
yeah.
nobody knows who walked in.
Yeah. No. It's a Western game and they give you out cards telling you who you are. Tony was the sheriff. I was an outlaw. There's 3 outlaws, and then there's the other ones too. Whatever.
Is it a murder mystery game?
It's kind of like that, and you get cards, and and you can't do anything, but if you get like bang cards, which is the gun, and then you can get gun cards where you set them down, and they give you a range. So there's 8 people that play, and Savon was just looking for you for your purse. Savon,
Pinky.
and so when you first start, your range is only 1. So I can only hit you or hit you. And then the more the guns you get, it says it'll have a little bullet thingy and it'll say 3, which means that I can go to you, the person next to you, the person next to you. So my goal was to try and get to Tony, because my goal as the outlaw was to kill the sheriff. So then when I took Emily out, then I had to go for Tony. And I shot him like 3 times in a row. And then so it took, because you start out with a life. You have 4 bullets, which means you have 4 life. Every time you bang and you don't have a miss card, you have to turn your dice to 3, 2, 1, and then you're out. And it was fun. We ended up taking out the sheriff, so the outlaws won. I was one of the outlaws. Yeah. Outlaw. But that's why I was going to tell Tony was going to go take a shit in the bathroom. And I was like, I'll make sure I'll send after you.
Well, he didn't.
And then he just came out, and then he just went in. And I was like, oh. Because he didn't use the bathroom, he just walked in.
And it
always stinks after.
Like, I was on the phone, and Tony farted next to me, and I almost threw up on myself.
You can tell he's been in there for a while now. That's what he's doing. So when Tony goes in, it's going to sound, I'm like,
sorry.
My bad. No girl, drop up, no girl, drop. She can
drop
as
low as it goes, because I'm sitting down.
Bounce. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm trying to make my boobies, but can't see them.
Yeah.
I
can't do mine, so.
Up.
That's cool. Yeah, we're just bored, so we're making a video. We're going to Colossal tonight, and we're gonna make a video while we're there, and hopefully we play Bang. Bang, bang.
I like to bang.
I like to bang too. That's all I can do unless we're walking around. I'm like, let's bang. We like bang. But okay, the mayonnaise thing. Okay, the guy was making a sandwich.
Oh, the mayonnaise thing. I'm like, what?
The guy was making my sandwich.
Remember the mayonnaise in the car?
He was making my sandwich, and he was like, mayonnaise, and I'm like, yeah, and he goes, on both sides, and I'm like, yeah. So then he dips it in the thing, and then he goes to put it on both sides, and he hits his finger. And then Julie looks at me and goes, he just stuck his finger in your mayonnaise. And he's like, no, I didn't. He's like, I pulled it back, and I accidentally grazed it. And I looked at it, and I was like, he just totally fingered my mayonnaise. So then I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden I look at Julie and Tessa are like dying laughing, and all of a sudden I look at them, and I go, my mayonnaise brings all the boys to the God. And they're like, no. Do I have any boogies?
Watch her be a booger like this. I'm dead.
Oh, but the story I was going to tell you. Okay. Now, Slippy84. You know who he is? Ben. Slippy84. It's Ben. Slippy. I'll link him. But he was telling us the story about how he was at work the other night, and he's like, I was wiping down the counters. He's like, and this guy comes in and was like, hey, do you know where I can get a trombone? And the guy's like, and Ben looks at him and goes, why do you want a trombone at 4 o'clock in the morning? He's like, not that kind of trombone. He's like, a sex trombone. And he was like, and then he's sitting there going, me, Ben of all people, I had to ask, what's the sex trombone? The guy gets down on his knees in the middle of the restaurant and bar, serious face, goes, it's when a girl puckers her lips around your asshole, puts her hand around your dick, and goes, knocked out by a laptop.
Not mine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
spoke it. I'm like, excuse me. I have an itch. No, I have an itch now.
But that guy at Publix was totally flirting with me after we did the whole mayonnaise thing.
Nice.
I think he heard me say he fingered my mayonnaise, and then he was like, what kind of cheese do you want? And I'm like, he's like,
what kind of cheese do you want? Yeah, man.
Yeah. He's like, white or yellow, and I'm like, yellow, and he was like, I'll be right back. Everything we asked for, he didn't have.
Nice.
He had to go cut it.
What was it?
So his name was Dan. So as we're leaving, he hands me my sandwich, and I was like, Julie, when he hands me my sandwich, I'm gonna be like, bye, Dan. And so he hands me my sandwich all the time. I was like, bye, Dan, and he's like, bye, hon, and I was like, bye, Dan. And then he's like, bye, and then Julie's like, bye, Marisol. She's like, bye, and I'm like, bye, Dan. And I was like, write your number on my sandwich. I was like, in mayonnaise.
Wait, no, mayonnaise tip. Do not get a McChicken when you're with a guy you like. Because if it falls on your face, he kind of gets the wrong idea.
I
spilled it on his car.
We're sitting there, and all of a sudden he leans over, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And it's a piece of lettuce with a whole bunch of mayonnaise on it. Stuck to the freaking
radio.
Yeah. And he was like, what the fuck?
And I was like, it wasn't me.
Yeah, except he's the only one. She's the only one who had a McChicken that we were
eating.
eating.
No, he ate a McChicken.
But he ate his McDouble first.
Well, he took a bite of his McDouble and put it back because he wanted the McChicken. He thought it was McChicken,
Oh,
but it was
yeah,
McDouble.
yeah.
Wow.
He had us dying in the car.
Oh my God.
Because we went to the drive-thru, and we're like, and I was going to buy my food. I'm like, 2 McDoubles and a McChicken. And then he's like, do you want anything? She's like, a McChicken. And then he was like, another McChicken. He was like, and another McDouble. And we're like, okay. And the lady was just like, she said something or whatever. And we're dying
laughing at us.
She's laughing at us. They're like, and what's his name?
Random.
My mayonnaise brings all the boys. Alright, so anyway, so we're sitting there and she's laughing at us and mayonnaise. And we're sitting there, she's laughing at us, so we're laughing. And then she's like, second window. So we pull up to the second window. She goes, now what do you want? She's like, you wanted 3 McDoubles and or she's like 2 McDoubles and 2 McChickens. We're like, no, 3 McDoubles and 2 McChickens.
No, we never corrected her. That's why we had to go back.
No, I corrected her.
Okay.
I said 3 McDoubles and 2 McChickens. And she was like, oh, okay, whatever. So they give us our food or whatever. And then he hands her the bag and was like, distribute this. So she takes hers, and then he hands her a McDouble, and then hands me the rest. And he's like, wait. He was like, where's my McChicken? And we're like, you only asked for 1. He's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
We never even checked the receipt to make sure we didn't pay for it.
But we went back, and so all of a sudden, like, we're pulling out, and all of a sudden he's like, I can't deal with just 1, and he slams on his brakes, and we're all like, and he's like, we have to go back. So we freaking turn around, and he goes, hey, he was like, I just came back, and he's like,
so you're back already?
Yeah, and then she said something, and she goes, my manager always told me, just say no. Just say no.
I thought she was trying to diss us at first. I was like,
yeah,
bitch?
I didn't know what she was talking. I don't even know what he said for her to go.
Oh, yeah, I don't either.
No. And so he's like, I need another McChicken, whatever. And she was just like, okay, 107. We pull up to the window. We're still busting out laughing because he freaking slammed on his brakes, and and he was like, I can't deal with just 1.
We almost lost a McDouble out the window too.
Yeah, because
he said on the dashboard, and he turned and went. I'm like,
yeah. So he was like, we got our food, whatever. He was like, all right, he got his 2 sandwiches. And
we're driving, and he goes to take a bite, and he goes, oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought it was a McChicken.
Because
It's not
at
fun when you
night,
don't- when you're not
the
expecting
one's white, one's yellow, and when you pull it out at night, it looks the same.
Yeah.